terrible plan. Justin Sales' terrible plan was to hit a lick. You will learn this phrase in this trial. Hit a lick means commit a robbery. Almost 6 years ago, on June 25th, 2019, Doris Paleo and Trudy Getz were in their home at 210 Bob White Road in Amherst County, Virginia. It's late. It's a few minutes before midnight. They are alone. Trudy's husband is out of town. Doris, age 92, is already in bed, and Trudy, age 73, is sitting in the living room on the couch watching television. It was a normal, routine night. It's late, so it's dark outside. Trudy will testify that she did not see or hear anything outside until 6 shots were fired rapidly into the living room from outside the outside window, striking her multiple times. 2 more shots are fired into the bedroom, striking and killing Doris. The shooter leaves without ever entering the home. Trudy heroically manages to compose herself, to call 911, and law enforcement and emergency medical personnel race to her home at 210 Bob White Road in Amherst, Virginia. Tragically, Doris Paleo died at the scene. But miraculously, Trudy survived and will testify as a witness in this case against her attacker, Justin J. Sales. We'll walk you through the evidence over the next few days and show you the defendant's terrible plan that brought us all here today. Sales' terrible plan was to rob Trudy and Doris, and in his attempt to commit that robbery, he murdered Doris, and he shot and badly wounded Trudy. Showed that this was planned and carried out by Justin Sales. Justin Sales and Dakota Cash are friends. They've been friends for years. They both like to shoot guns. They each had one. Dakota Cash, he has a Glock 40 caliber with a green laser light attached. Before this murder on June 25th, 2019, Justin, the defendant, asked Dakota to trade guns because he wants to hit a lick. Again, hit a lick means robbery. And he thought that the Glock would be a better option for what he had in mind. Showed that on June 24th, 2019, at 11:10 p.m., GPS from Facebook places Justin Sales at the home of Doris and Trudy. You will hear that GPS is accurate to a matter of just a few feet. You will also hear that you don't end up at the house on 210 Bob White Road by accident. The home sits over 200 feet off of the roadway, down a long driveway. This was Justin checking it out before he attempts the robbery the next night. Also hear that Trudy does not know Justin, and so Justin had no reason and no permission to be there. Justin Sales was working on his terrible plan. We will show you that Justin comes back the very next night, on June 25, 2019, and he shoots Trudy and Doris. You will hear from Trudy. You will hear her 911 call. You will see Officer Ryan Watt's body camera footage from when he first arrives on the scene. Next, you'll hear about the start of the investigation. You will hear from Captain Clay Thompson with the Amherst County Sheriff's Office. He is the forensic expert in how he processed the crime scene. You'll hear about the 8 shell casings that he collected and the photos he took at the scene. Those will be shown to you. You'll hear how the investigation progressed from no leads to Justin Sales. Why did we start with no leads? Because who would shoot 92 and 73-year-old women? Through the ATF, we were able to determine that Hannah Richardson, who was the defendant's girlfriend at the time, had previously purchased a Glock Model 22 40 caliber. With a little more investigation, we learned that the Glock was purchased for Dakota Cash. Remember, Dakota Cash is Justin Sales' good friend from childhood. We knew the murder weapon was a 40 caliber based on the shell casings at the crime scene. A search warrant followed on July 2nd, 2019, and a Glock 40 caliber was collected from Dakota Cash's home on 136 Thacker Lane. This Glock 40 caliber with a green laser attached was located on that search warrant and then sent to the lab for analysis. The ATF lab then becomes the heroes of this case when they were able to rapidly get back the ballistics information that showed that this Glock Model 22 40 caliber was in fact a murder weapon. At this point, we knew which gun. Now we needed to find out who shot the gun, killing Doris and badly wounding Trudy. We'll hear a controlled call, a recorded phone call between Dakota and Justin Sales, where the defendant confirms he had the gun the whole time. Toward the end of the conversation, you'll hear Sales kind of try to stop the phone call and say they just need to meet and talk in person and stop saying so much over the phone. Pay close attention when you hear this phone call. At his arrest, Justin Sales was tracked using the cell phone number ending in 1519. This number is important because this phone number led us to Justin Sales. This number is also important because this number downloaded a scanner app right after the murder to listen to what the police and first responders were doing. We will show you how Justin Sales tried to cover his tracks from carrying out this terrible plan. First, he traded the murder weapon back to Dakota, trying to cover his tracks. And later, he tried to pay people to lie and say it was someone else. His cover-up won't save him. His lies won't conceal the truth. Justin Sales messed up. His terrible plan did not work. In his terrible plan, there would have been a successful robbery rather than only an attempt that was thwarted. GPS from Facebook shows him at 210 Bob White Road when Trudy and Doris were shot. He messed up. He then had the 1519 phone number with him, which allowed law enforcement to track and arrest him on July the 10th of 2019. But primarily, this case just comes down to a few simple things. Number one, Justin Sales traded guns with Dakota Cash to hit a lick. Number two, Justin Sales, without question, had the Glock Model 22 .40 caliber with the green laser in his possession when he went to 210 Bob White Road to hit a lick. Number three, the Glock Model 22 .40 caliber with the green laser, without question, is the murder weapon. And number four, Justin Sales had no reason to ever go to Trudy and Doris' house, yet he was there the night before the murder at 11:10 p.m. He was there the night of the murder, the very next night, at 11:22 p.m., according to GPS. The next GPS hit is at 11:42 p.m. when he's back at his house at 600 Early Farm Road. That is a 3-minute drive. 11:42 p.m., he's back. So there's a 20-minute stretch accounting for him at Trudy's house. It is interesting that it's also a 3-minute drive from Bob White Road, Trudy's house, where the shooting occurred, to Justin Sales' home at Early Farm Road. And Trudy called 911 at 11:39 p.m. We will show you the details, we will show you the weapon, we will show you the timing, and at the end of the trial, you'll know that we have shown you the murder, and we will ask you at that time to find Justin Sales guilty of all charges.